Good evening, everyone. It's your man Pstock, and this is iHipHopTV One-on-One. Another great show tonight. You know, another hot artist. That's what we pride ourselves on, bringing these hot artists that you might have not have never heard of till you seen them here. And it's great that you see them here, or you know them and you just showing your support and love. That's what's up. That's what's popping. Big shout out to Dark Diva. Don't forget, coming up June 25th, the second annual Mad Money Militia second annual independent virtual hip hop artist award show. So definitely you don't want to miss that. You know, celebrity guests, Puma, hosted by Young Ego. It's going to be hot. You know, come in and check it out. Independent artists from all over the country and world coming in on that thing. But tonight, you know, we got this hot artist. Diva come through. Bay Area artists. It's hot. You know, the Bay Area sound, the Bay Area represents our hip hop. You know, we love it. We love it. Come on through. You know, big shout out to Young NAZ. You know, definitely make it happen. And 2K Kent, Top Billing Entertainment as well. But yeah, tonight we got the show. You gotta see this. This artist is hot. I love it. You know, that this right here is just, it's you'll love him. Check him out. Got Chow Mane tonight. Check him out. Not on yet. You're not on yet.
Asian girl, big thighs like Chun-Li. I just fed a white bitch Chinese. Filipino baby with some nice teeth. She a Capricorn, but she smell like a Pisces. Ice like JJ Fish. I'm top 5 like Jada Kiss. I'ma save the earth before I save a bitch. All this water on me, baby, I got irrigation. Ay. Ice like JJ Fish. Shorty got a vibe off of Jameson. Now she going down like the environment. All this water on me, baby, I got irrigation. Ay. Your friend hurt, started GoFundMe. I look good even when I'm at the store bumming. Remember all those nights that we were so hungry. Now I feel like Seiji, bitch. More money. Ay. That girl from Berkeley, but she go dummy. I'ma beat it out like she stole from me. Came out of the bathroom with the nose running out and sound.
All right, everybody. Chow Mane in the house, man. That's hot, man. That's fun. Look like you be having fun. You know, literally that's
Yeah,
fun
kicking
doing
it.
it, you know. And that's what I love about it, you know, and your music, you know. Thanks for coming through, man. Tell the viewers, you know, a little about yourself, where you're from, how long you've been doing music.
Yeah, man, appreciate y'all having me on. I'm Chow Mane. I'm from San Jose, California, in the South Bay. I've been doing music, like all my life, but I didn't really start releasing, for real releases and everything until like 4 years ago in 2017. And yeah, I'm just all about, being organic, true to yourself, and then sometimes I'll talk about more serious topics, but a lot of times I'm just like vibing with the music.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what's up. And you hear it in your music, like you're having fun with it, you know. And
Yeah,
that's why I
most
like it,
definitely.
y'all. People, you gotta check him out. It's hot, you know. And
Appreciate you.
that video was the Ice JJ Fish, as you seen. Definitely want to get on that with GUAPDAD, you know.
Yes,
But
sir. Shout out Guap.
yeah, and definitely follow him, you know. So that's big. So you said you've been doing music all your life. So where'd you start? You know, you play instruments as well. I seen
Yeah.
some of your videos. I seen you with the MP. So you be making it happen.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I started playing. I played with the Yamaha keyboard when I was like 5 years old. Like, when I was a kid, my mom went to Costco, and they had like that Yamaha keyboard on sale for like
Yeah.
$100 or something. And she was like, I heard it's good to learn piano and stuff, so I'm gonna get this for you. So I started out early, and I remember like going through that until I was in like high school. I started making beats on FL Studio, because it was just like. I mean, I went to high school in Salinas, and there were a lot of kids like rapping,
Yes.
and at the time there wasn't like the YouTube beats weren't that crazy, so I tried to just start making beats for all the homies who were rapping and stuff, and then just like it progressed from there, where I was like, damn, I could probably do better than a lot of these dudes, you know, and then yeah, and then here we are, yeah.
That's big though. So the music, and that's a good way to go. You know, the production. You know, to start through production and go that way. And so you still, a lot of the beats that you have now to your own music, are you producing those? I did read you work
Uh,
with some kids, other producers, but
yeah, I think like after I started being more established and I started like meeting other producers, I was like, damn, these dudes are like way more talented than I am at producing, so I'm gonna just leave it up to them, you know. I probably produce like maybe like 25% of like the songs I do.
right.
And then like everything else is like collabs, like in the studio with somebody, like a producer there, or like you know, sometimes people send me beat packs and I'll go through those. But yeah, I think like definitely like when I started producing, I was like up to date on everything, but that was like back in like 2012 or something. And
Yeah.
then like since then, I wasn't really focusing on that as much anymore, so my production skills got kind of dated.
Oh,
So
I got you. I
yeah,
got you. You don't need to do it yourself, So
yeah, yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot, and that's good. You can focus on the creation, the creative part. So
yeah,
so
definitely.
so let the viewers know. Your music is fun. Do you do a lot of party music, or do you have just a little bit of everything?
Yeah, I think, well, I started out like when I first started doing my like releases, that was back in 2017, and the first project I ever did, it was like it had like some songs that were more like that, but like the theme around it was like, I don't know, I didn't know at the time that many like Asian American artists in general, not just like in hip hop, but just like, in entertainment.
Right.
And then so I figured like, with my background in it, I wanted to make a project that kind of told um about my perspective as like an Asian American, coming from refugees, coming from immigrants, and like through the art form of hip hop, I was able to kind of express that through a song called Mooncakes, and then this whole project. And there was one song on there. There was one called ABG, and that was the only song I had that was like a kind of more a fun song, and it was like a joke song at first because I'm talking about like Asian baby girls, and if you're not from the West Coast, or you're not from like the Bay Area or LA, maybe you're not as familiar. But they're like such a big thing out here. I was like, I want to just make a song about them because like we make fun of them all the time or whatever.
Right.
And then that song just like kind of took off on its own and went viral on Facebook. Like I started seeing people like ripping it and like reposting it themselves. And that's how I kind of knew like, okay, like I'm not getting credit anymore. That's how it was like starting to pop off. So that song kind of like propelled me into my first like attention I was getting from like other people in the industry and everything. And then I started focusing a little bit more on that. So the last project I did, South Bay Summer, like where this ICJ Fish song was on, it was a
Yeah.
lot more like upbeat, just about like summertime vibes and everything. And then this project I'm working on right now with one of my artists, Sahi, he's from San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's also like a lot of upbeat summertime fun vibes and whatnot. So that's what we're about right now.
Yeah, and it shows. It is fun. It's good. Keep that. We need to have
Yeah.
fun vibe. So as a Asian American artist, how has your receptance been? Outside of the Bay Area, or where have you had a chance to go outside of the Bay Area to perform and do any shows?
Yeah, yeah. I've gone to New York a few times, and I know like New York is also a very diverse city, so it's not like super different. I
Right.
mean, it's like culturally different, but like in terms of like the demographic and whatnot, I was invited out to like New York to like perform at their like K-Town and stuff. So
Yeah.
definitely like starting out, most of the audiences were that have like shown me hella love have all been like, outside of the Bay Area, usually like venues where we're playing with other like Asian American artists.
Yes.
Sometimes like K-pop artists or whatever, they'll pull up and then like somebody will book me to open it for them or something. But
Okay.
it's definitely different depending on the type of crowd. Because I for sure, I did like this one college show at like UC Santa Cruz one time,
Right.
and like the crowd was mostly like white, like surfer kids like
Right.
at like UC Santa Cruz or I don't know whatever other schools are out there,
Right.
and they were like, I was like the only Asian cat on the bill. Everybody else is like either white or black. And I pull up, and then these dudes see me like I'm like I think right before the headliner, so they see me on the flyer and all that shit, and they start bringing calculators and whatever to the show. Like all this like stereotype stuff. I mean, it's still there, but I mean, it
Wow.
don't like really. It's not like something that's like super I guess crazy right now. It's not like people like getting violent or nothing, but it's just like little things like that. I'm
Yeah,
like, come on,
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, and yeah, and that right there. Sometimes you got to roll with those punches, and then sometime incorporate it and throw it back at them. That might be a signature if it's gonna make you money, but then deliver messages, along the way, and then for
Yeah,
platforms like this. to set the record straight. How about African American listeners and viewers? How's your reception?
I
with
think
that?
it really depends on like what kind of event it is. But I think most times like I think I'll try to cater it a little more where I'm talking about just like I'm throwing back on more like the hip hop roots I have and talking a little bit more about just like the songs where I'm providing a little more perspective on who I am, where I'm from, and just like you know, stuff that's like painting like I think a bigger picture and being like more true to my roots and whatnot. And you know, I always say like I've had experiences in the past when I was first doing shows. I would like kind of do the same set no matter what audience it was, and I would notice that like certain types of audiences, you know, react better to other, you know, certain songs than like other audiences. For example, if I'm like playing at a club, I'm not really gonna rap to them.
Right.
I tried doing that once, and like people was like, stop paying attention. Like people there to party and get drunk and shit, you know.
Right. Right.
Versus like if I'm at like an intimate like hip hop show where it's like a lot of other talented dudes on the lineup. You know, I'm trying to like show off. I'm trying to like get in my bag. So I've learned like after the first year of performing to just like get more into figuring out like what kind of event is this, like what's the audience gonna be looking for. You know, if I'm doing like a corporate show at like Pandora or something,
Right.
I'm gonna want to like tone down a lot of the you know song like party songs where I might be like more you know talking more shit on it, and I might like you know want to focus on stuff that's like a little more you know, talking about social issues or whatever.
Right.
So I think like um, I wouldn't say like race of the audience in particular plays like a big part in that. It's more like what the audience is kind of looking for. You know,
Right.
like it's a house party versus a club versus like you know hip hop show or like some cipher type of thing.
Right.
It's all different.
Right. Do you freestyle as well? Do you get into freestyle?
Man, I used to try because like the first events that I was going to, like it was out in Oakland, and then everybody was freestyling, and you know, nah, I'm not good enough for freestyling like that.
You're a writer. Okay. Okay. That's cool. A lot of I'm noticing too in the generation, it's a lot more writers than freestylers. You know.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because I would say like a lot of times I go to the studio with other rappers or even like singers too. Like people pull up, they don't really write, they just go into the mic and you know everybody punches in a bar at a time and like freestyles that way. It's not like really freestyling a whole 16, but it's like you'll come up, you know, freestyle a bar and then listen to it back and then come in and freestyle the next bar and go out that way. So I've been seeing that done a lot.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. As long as you keep making that party music and that upbeat music, everybody's gonna love it. You know, and that's the
yeah,
key to
man.
move people. You know, all people. You know, so.
For sure,
You
for
know,
sure.
so as long as you keep, you know, the music and your videos is fun and everything, and we got your video. Do what I like. You know, tell the viewers about that song before we get into that song.
Yeah, man. This song is with one of the artists that I work with a lot. His name's Sahi. He's from San Francisco, and we actually just signed him to this label we started out called Five Slice Entertainment.
Okay.
But this is the first song from our upcoming project we have coming together called I think we call it Summer on the Bridge. But it's pretty it's pretty you know upbeat. And we wrote this like last summer during like quarantine and everything. So like we were trying to like capture you know more uplifting vibes while everybody was down, and like
Right.
this summer we're rolling it out. So.
Yeah. So you're gonna love it, people. Check this out. This is Chow Mane, Do What I Like. And he does what
Yes,
he
sir.
likes too. And he does it well.
Yeah, hey. I just wrote a blunt, but she asking for the pipe. Plain Jane on my left, got a feature on my right. Yeah, checking on my line anytime, 9 bitches like twice. But I'm just trying to kick it with my dogs like Fife. Yeah. And I do what I like. Shorty always trying to come through every night. Yeah. But let me do what I like. It's my life, I'ma do what I like. Yeah.
Do what I like. Do what I like. Yeah. Do what I like. Do what I
White
like.
Claw sippin', we don't do the Bud Light. Nah, we was off the goons 3 days, 3 nights. Yeah, I don't like the club, nah, I'd rather get a bite, but I still show up. The bag look right. Yeah, I've been in the bay by the water where the sea lines is. When she hear this, I know she gon' wanna rewind this. In SF on Ocean Ave with my Hyundai and shit, and we just ran into your bitch and ran a locomotive. Hey, chow mein, make your bitch hungry. Told her send nudes with the MSG. Got a couple sheets of the LSD. I ain't really tryna listen what you telling me. Nah, gassed up like I'm selling weed. Slapping Lil B, Bill Bellamy. I'm hella geek, yeah. Slap a little beat, Bill Bellamy. I just wrote a blunt, but she asking for the pipe. Playing Jane on my left, got a feature on my right. Yeah. Checking on my line anytime, nothing bitches like twice. But I'm just trying to kick it with my dogs like Fife, yeah. And I do what I like. Shorty always trying to come through every night, yeah. But let me do what I like. It's my life, I'ma do what I like, yeah.
Do what I like. Do what I like, yeah. Do what I like. Do what I like, yeah. Do what I like, yeah. Do what I like. I do what I like. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do what I like. Tony Hawk, I don't give a half pipe. 23, yeah, we both like Mike. Need a bad bitch, I ain't got no type. She a freak code when we turn out the lights. I don't need commitment, I just want a few nights. Girl, the way you looking got a hold on me. Off-white fanny where she hide the tree. Homo pack cause I'm rolling up another leaf. Top of the hill where we used to be. Cupcake, no feeling with some herbal tea. How we used to be. I'm still titty boy, 2 chains, yeah. Up at night like Bruce Wayne, yeah. Body fire, no propane, yeah. Allergies from the cocaine, yeah. You should lay off the shits, clearing up your sinuses. Bring the ass, you know what time it is. I'ma show you what perfect time it is. Purple yam jam, how you taste so sweet. Pick up your line, I've been calling every week. Purple yam jam, how you taste so sweet. Pick up your line, I've been calling every week. Purple yam jam, how you taste so sweet. I'm calling every week. Purple yam jam, how you taste so sweet. Purple yam jam, how you taste so sweet.
All right, we're back with Chow Mein. That was hot, you know, and like I said, people, the music is fun. You know, the videos are fun too. You make the videos fun, and that's, you know, I think that's the draw to me as well. The visual, I'm a visual person.
Yes, sir.
That kind of takes me there. But I know you work with a lot of people, so, and I seen in some of your videos when I was going through checking you out, you know, there's a lot of Asian talent out there as well. That's doing this
Yeah,
hip-hop
on the
stuff.
West Coast for sure.
Yeah, on the West Coast for sure. I mean, and you was talking about it early on. I remember there was a kid. He did one of the freestyles. He won one of the freestyle battle rap shows, and he got the
Yeah.
deal. I can't think of his name though. I think
MC Jin.
yeah, Jin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jin. Yeah, Jin. Yeah, so that was hot. So I mean, that path is going. So what do you see? Do you think you know, more and more, and I believe there are, you know, more and more come out, but more and more
Definitely.
Asian Americans are going to jump into this hip hop thing and blow it up mainstream?
Yeah, I mean, I think like when I started out in like 2017, I was like looking into it. I was like looking for other Asian artists in general, and I mean, definitely there were a good amount, but nobody was really like buzzing outside of people that been established, you know, for a while. But I think definitely in the last like few years, like one of the things that I manage like every May,
Right.
during like Asian Pacific Islander Month is this like playlist on Spotify called Asian American Heat. And
Right.
so I'm like always kind of on the lookout. And I remember like when I first started that back in like 2018, I found like maybe like 30, 40 artists that were like mostly underground.
Right.
And then now like every year when I check up again and I start looking up artists, like it's expanding more, especially like now that like Asians are getting more, I think, media attention,
Yes.
as well as like you know, ease of like entry into like, you know, people can just like make stuff and distribute it themselves now. You know, you don't have to go through a label, you don't have to do all this crazy stuff no more.
Right.
I think like there's now like a lot of people filling like every niche, and like, you know, I think like the prominent figures before were like mostly like people that were more I wouldn't say like backpacker, but you know, like true to like hip hop at its roots, you know. So I would say like Jin was one of the first ones, like Dumbfounded, you know, all these dudes that could like rap. But now like with like the direction I think that music is headed, there's like people filling in every lane. So I see like I see Asians doing more like pop rap. I see Asians doing like gangster rap. I see Asians doing like um, basically like every subgenre there is out there, and it's interesting to see how like diverse it is because it also shows like the diversity of our community in general and like how many different kinds of
Oh yeah.
um,
Oh yeah.
like types of like Asian Americans there are, and
Yeah.
like even within our own groups, there's like a lot of beef that people have with each other and a lot a lot of
Oh,
stuff
be
like that.
beefing
But
with it. Yeah, that's like everything else, And I'm looking cause Million, she comes on, she rap. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. She's a rapper from I think
yeah,
Southern Cal, if I'm not mistaken.
okay,
But she was on the show and she does her thing. So yeah, and I love that fact. I lived in Asia for a lot of years when I was younger, and we did music and shows and over there, and it's big, and the culture, it grows, it picks up, and it goes, and I love it. Because that's the way the hip hop culture is. It's a diverse. It's out there.
yeah, yeah, it grows and then people adapt it and adapt to it, and uh, especially like nowadays, it's growing extra fast. Just like how many people have different like twists and turns on it. Um,
Yeah, yeah. That right there is huge, and I like it. I love the diversity, and I like to see it. I like that. It's coming more. So, what do you enjoy most about being a recording artist? What's your
about
favorite
being what? Sorry,
about being a recording artist? What's your
about being a
favorite
recording
part?
artist.
Yeah,
I think like definitely started out just like the love of music, going in and when you get into that groove where you lose track of time when you're like writing or like producing or whatever. It would
yes,
start out with just that. And then I think like once I built up my vault a lot, it became a matter of more just like enjoying being able to meet all these cool folks from like different backgrounds and different perspectives, like doing music. And it's crazy just like everybody I meet has a different story and some are like really engaging, and then other people are just like fun to kick it with. It's like a lot of times like you could see someone's personality reflected in their music too, and
right.
that's a cool aspect of it as well. Like one big thing is just like how people use music to just kind of express themselves, and that's one thing I enjoy.
And that's big, and that's the best thing, to keep that going. And I like the videos. Who does your videos? You do your own videos and everything, or
Yeah, so it's like between I have like three different like directors I work with a lot. So
okay,
that Dude I Like video, that was like a more low budget video. That was with the homie Tristan from out of San Jose.
okay,
Um, him and this other dude Dale Keano, he shoots what did he shoot? He shot like San Jose, like a few of my other videos. They're both cast from San Jose, and they like normally do videos for like street rappers. So like
right,
just like stuff where like people like posted up at the gas station with hella guns and money and stuff.
yeah,
So they always enjoy working because I kind of try to take them out their element and like do something different than what they're used to on camera instead of following the same formula.
right,
Um, and then so it's always fun working with them. For that Ice JJ Fish video, that was like a one-time thing. Like we were actually supposed to do something that was like pretty different from what we ended up with, but
right,
my manager ended up finding the production team that did that one, and because of COVID, we had to scrap the original idea, which was like, it would be me and Guap, and we were gonna like go into like a Street Fighter game and
right,
like have all these crazy effects and stuff.
right.
But we had to scrap all that because like COVID happened, so we kind of like simplified it a lot. Basically, they just like booked a mansion. They're like, you don't have a mansion video. Every rapper gotta have a mansion video, so they're like, yeah,
Yeah,
let's get the mansion. And
I
then
like the
like
old. I like the old convertible too.
yeah, yeah, everything like came with whatever they booked. So I think that video was like a little more straightforward, but it was still cool. Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, usually the same people aside from that video for everything else.
Yeah, that's big. That's big. And I appreciate them videos. That's good. So since the pandemic hit, how has your internet presence been? Did you increase your internet presence, 1,000% like
Huh.
everyone
It's
else?
it's actually it's been pretty much the same. I don't know, like when pandemic started, I was like kind of not really on socials a lot, and then like at some point like a few of my music friends were doing these what are they called, like remixes, you know, like the ones that Lil Wayne did back in like 2008.
Yeah,
They were doing those like every week, so I was like, I'm gonna hop on this train too. So I started doing those for a little bit on like Instagram, YouTube,
yeah,
and some of those like started doing well on Instagram and whatnot, but I kind of got tired of doing them for a bit, and I wanted to go back to doing like my own stuff.
yes.
So I don't know. I seen a lot of people pop up on TikTok though in the last year.
Oh
Like
yeah.
definitely like a lot of friends have been popping off on that, but
They've been popping it up.
you know, that's something I gotta hop on still.
All right. There it is. There it is. Okay, if there's anybody that in the music industry that you would like to meet and sit down and have a talk with, just to talk with. If you had an hour to sit down, anybody in the music industry, who would that be to sit down and talk to?
Oh man. I don't know. I felt like I met a lot of people that I looked up to. But let me revisit this question because right now honestly like when I hit the studio I rather just kick it with the homies who make music.
Right, right, right. You know, just so the business side, you know,
Yeah,
or talking
yeah.
to anybody. Is there anyone out there that you know you would love to open up with and play with?
Man, you know, it'd be really good to get some game from E40.
Okay.
He's been
They,
doing the independent rap stuff for like 30 years now, you know, started out in a similar place, you know, signed his own artist and
yeah.
expanded into alcohol, like doing all this stuff and still like remain relevant. Like a lot of the Bay Area artists who came up around the same time as him or like 10 years after him haven't like adapted to the newer sounds, but like people still, you know, having a feature on all the new stuff that comes out. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I want to see how some of the mechanisms behind that all work.
How that works. Yeah, 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 yeah. E40, yeah, big Bay Area. Big Bay Area. And same with young NAZ, you know, he did some work with E40 and Juice and all them guys, you know, and
Yeah, he's
2K,
just
Sugar
everywhere. He's
Free.
tapped in. Like every show I go to like locally, he's always like somehow there, you know. Just like
Okay.
super plugged in all the time.
Yeah. Gotta be on top of it in the
Yeah.
business. You know, you gotta be on top of it. You know. So what's next? What's coming up? You know, let the viewers know what Chowmane's gonna be doing. Where can they catch you performing? Besides online platforms.
Well, I would say in October I'm down in Long Beach. I'm doing I'm performing with I think who else on the line? Ruby Ibarra and Pilo at the Filipino American festival, something like that. Down
Okay.
in down Long Beach. Look that up. That's cool.
Yes.
I got a project coming out this summer with Sahi. It's called Summer on the Bridge, something like that as
Okay.
well. Name
Yep.
might be in progress. And then
Okay.
one more trap EP coming out in the fall. You know, I don't typically go over trap beats, but a lot of people have been messing with the freestyles over trap stuff, so I'm do like a little you know project like that.
You're gonna do a little something. All right, all
Yeah,
right. And let all the viewers know where they can catch you and find all your music and where to follow you at. You know, where can they find if they want to see Chow Mein popping what
definitely.
platforms.
You know, find me on Instagram, on TikTok, whatever. Chow Mane, Mane. A lot of the new videos that we're putting out, we're starting to build the Five Spice Entertainment channel. That's the label channel. So,
Okay.
that Do What I Like video, as well as this new one we just put out yesterday called Patina. That
Yeah.
one is on Five Spice Entertainment. So look that
Okay.
up as well on YouTube,
Probably did. I think I
Instagram.
subscribed to that. I did see that. I think I
Yeah,
subscribed.
yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it.
To
We're
follow
still
it.
we're still growing. We just started that out, so we only have like 200, 300 right now, but you know,
Yeah.
it's on its way.
Oh yeah, it's on its way. It's a start. It's coming. It's coming. So man, definitely, glad for coming through, and definitely hit us up, stay online and check us out. We're gonna be following, especially you come through and we hit you up and hit Diva, and stay on point with the music. Keep doing what you're doing,
Yes, sir. Shout out to Diva. Thank you.
Yeah, I love the vibe you're bringing. I think that's big for the Asian community, the Asian American community. I think that's huge. So lighten them up, hip hop. Take that message. It's not gloomy. People think everything is trap and gloomy. They think hip hop.
Yeah.
They think negative. It's not all negative. And you work with some dynamite. With people across the board. It looks like so, and you have a lot of fun with it.
Definitely.
So that's the
Yeah,
way you
man.
keep going.
It's about the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the song you get ready to go out. So when you go out, we got your late night song with you featuring Kitty May. Tell the viewers about
Okay,
that
for
a little
sure.
bit.
Yeah, I mean that's a little more like down tempo compared to the other stuff, but you know that was like one of the last tracks on the South Bay Summer album, so I wanted to like close it down with something a little more melodic, low key. And Kit Mage, she's just a super talented singer. She's Filipino American from San Jose as well, and she does a little. She's more on the pop tip, but she's trying to be some more like the like Filipino Janae Aiko. So hop on
Okay,
that.
yeah.
It's a good vibe. Yeah.
Kitty May, yeah, it's a hot record, man. You do it, man. Chow Mane, everybody. Definitely follow him, hit him up. In the place to be. Follow him. The music is good, man. Peace and blessings, bro. Thanks for coming through.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Hey, 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 hey. Chow mein, but your bitch got me chow fine. South Bay, where I get my style from. Said they wanna gas, I'ma douse them. Said she wanna gas, I'ma. Oh, you a wild one. Smoking out milk, Peter, smell like cow dung. Hey, girl, tell me how come you always blowing up my phone when you be out drunk. Stop. Ay, I lost my steps once again. Too high, I left her on red once again. FaceTime me at 3 a.m. with a friend. Said they coming over, I'm like, damn, not again. Ay, get me head while I play Pokemon Shield. Ay, put my head down and she tell me it's real. D'Angelo, she asking how does it feel. Makeup getting runny and her lashes starting to peel. She got a Gucci phone case from the mall. Woke up to a bunch of men's calls. Oh girl, won't leave me alone. Thinking maybe I should just let her come over. I'm gonna cut it off. Better for me not to get involved. Tell me that she love me, I'm like, awesome. Lately I've been waking up exhausted. Whoa. Late nights, yeah. Feel right when it's sunrise. Always coming when she faded, but it's alright. Always coming when she faded, but it's alright.
Not again, boy. I got 7 missed calls, I'm like, damn, boy. Ooh, I've been had him. No, he's just looking for attention. They're gonna say sorry if I switch up. Whoa, jungle juice got me all mixed up. You tell me I play too much, but he be feeling my lips, touching this right cup. The room spinning, now we in it. Watch my story, hope to catch me slipping. Now who you calling crazy? 2 a.m. you text, I need you, baby. He been saying I'm the one. Keep his phone face down, I'm like, nah. My girlie's telling me to block him. Shot a Henny for the foreign. Oh, about to go home, but he won't stop blowing on my phone. But when you're scared to be alone.
She got a Gucci phone case from the mall. Woke up to a bunch of missed calls. Oh girl, won't leave me alone. Thinking maybe I should just let her come over. One time, then I cut it off. Better for me not to get involved. Tell me that she love me, I'm like, awesome. Lately I've been waking up exhausted. Whoa. Late nights, yeah. Feel right when it's sunrise. Always coming when she faded, but it's alright. Always coming when she faded, but it's alright. Yeah. Start to feel bad till I get stimulation. Call me from the after hours, sounding hella wasted. I can't lie, it made me cocky when she said it's mine. On the phone with you while she giving me FaceTime. Yeah.
Namaste everyone, my name is Preeti Upala and you're watching Aladdin 19 and the show is iHipHopTV.com. Stay tuned.
Yes, that was Chow Mane and Kitty May. It's hot. The music is hot. It's great. This is iHipHopTV 1-on-1. I'm Pstock, your host. Big shout out to Aladdin 19. Definitely check him, follow him. Hashtag Aladdin 19. See it. Check out Mad Money Militia Global. Hashtag Mad Money Militia Global. And you can also hashtag iHipHopTV or hashtag Pstock. Hit us up. Check us out. We're always doing it. Stay tuned. Definitely subscribe. Just go down below and hit the subscribe button and set the alert. Right below us. Just hit that, and you'll be alerted every time we drop one of these jewels. Some great shows, great talent, And these artists keep coming. Chow Mane, I love it. I love, you know, the last run, Diva. Big shout out to Diva. Again, June 25th. It's like next Friday. Not this Friday, the following Friday. On iHipHopTV, catch the second annual Mad Money Militia Global Inc., you know, independent hip-hop, virtual hip-hop artist awards. You know, it's tight. Puma, guest judge, who was at the first, will be at the second one. You know, 2K Kent and some other best special celebrity guests coming through. Hosted by Young Ego. You know, you definitely want to miss that. You know, don't want to miss that. You know, so come in, check us out, be there. You know, this is Pstock. This is iHipHopTV one-on-one. You know, come through and stay on point. Peace.
On iHipHopTV.
LIGHTHEARTED 19, what up, what up, follow that. That's ALUDDIN 19. Shout out to Pstock and Aladdin 19, man. Check out iHipHopTV.com.
Pstock is on.
This is your man Pstock, the host of iHipHopTV.